Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make basically a firework out of just a few ingredients. One of those is going to be a Pringles can. So, if you guys would like to show it, I'm going to actually show you the step-by-step process. I usually don't show this because it is dangerous, but this is kind of fun, and it's, just do everything at your own risk, basically. It's not that dangerous, but just be very careful with it. As long as you're smart about it, you won't hurt yourself. So, basically, if you do try this, like I said, be safe, and also just be smart about it, because it's kind of dangerous. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to make it out of basically this, gunpowder, and a couple of little tiny surprises, which you'll see throughout the video. I'll let you go ahead and decide on all those, but just sit back and enjoy. Hopefully you guys will like this little tutorial. It's going to be my first ever, so let me know what you guys think of it. Either comment down below or like the video if you liked it, I guess. Alright, so as you guys can see, there are a couple steps here. You gotta have your fuel for yourself, because you ain't gonna get anything done without that. But anyways, we got some gunpowder, we got a bunch of wick, which all this stuff is fairly easy to come across, like fireworks stores usually sell these. Also, while you're there, we got some of these so we can have a little bit of a climatic ending, I guess. So we got some firecrackers, some wicks. You need the cutting things, the scissors, kind of stuff. Basically a normal size Pringles can. This one actually I haven't done it with the weird curved, so I don't know how well it'll work out, but we'll test it. I'll do it a couple ways with a couple different things, but I'm just going to show you guys with this. You need a roll of duct tape, and basically that's about all you need besides your gunpowder, firecrackers, wick. That's really all it is. But anyways, starters, go ahead and pour this in, and this stuff is actually really dangerous for humans to ingest. So when you do pour it away from yourself, and I would advise using gloves and all that. It's just smarter in the long run. So basically, what I pour is basically just to basically cover the bottom, which you guys can't really see, but basically just cover your bottom with gunpowder. Not a lot, because a lot gets dangerous. And secondly, you're going to need some fluid, or some crackle. Go ahead and use your fireworks. And if you can't get these, you can always make something at home. Like, you can make homemade ones of these. Basically, it's a gunpowder, a shelling, as in like a straw shelling you can use. Gunpowder, make a little stopper at the bottom. You can always use that with cat litter if you crush it up and it hardens enough, compact it. It's another easy way to do it. I can do a video on that if you guys would like. Make your own fireworks, but for right now, we're gonna make our firecrackers. For right now, we're gonna make a firework. So what you would need is just, grab not a lot. I'm gonna do a lot because I want to see the explosions, but grab about, I'd say 6 of them would probably do. And maybe I'll do 6, next time. I'm gonna show you one with 6 and then one with, 30. Basically, shove those down in there. Make sure the wick's all connected. It doesn't really matter too much. Basically, just to get that all coated. If you would like, you can add a little more gunpowder so it actually lights those. The next step's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy, but I'm going to go a step further and try something out. I don't know how dangerous it is, so do not try this part at home, guys. I'm actually going to leave it out. Alright, and now that we have our secret project in there, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, we are going to basically seal this up with the duct tape. And from how you do that is, I would always suggest going top to bottom, so you can wrap the whole thing, because you're going to want it to basically hold as tightly in there as possible so it'll build up as much air as possible, and that way the combustion rate is a little better. And you don't have to make this top part as secure, basically. Just basically work it in to where it's able to hold together and connect every corner so there's actually no air able to escape. Basically, the point of this is to, like I said, keep pressure build up and basically make this thing go boom, more or less. It's not going to explode outwards, it'll explode up. So regardless of how, actually I don't know, I've never used it with this, but regardless of how you do it, it'll actually go from a normal, mediocre, boring little thing to hopefully pretty cool launching firework. And you just kind of rub everything together. You'll have a little bit of flares on it, which is, I guess it doesn't matter, but to seal it better, you just kind of crumble it together. Make sure it's all sticking to itself. And then you go around the outer side of it as well with duct tape. Alright, and after you get it all sealed up, basically you're going to have a tube that is completely sealed top to bottom with duct tape. And the reason, like I said, we use duct tape is so it keeps the force inside and doesn't blow the sides. So you always want the sides thicker than the top. So make sure this is a lot sturdier than your top piece, and make sure you know what is top and what is bottom, because you want the cap that is actually the cap on it to be facing upwards. So when you face it upwards, got some stuff in my hands, but basically when it's facing upwards, it'll pop that cap off, and it's more likely to actually blow up and not straight down and ruin the firework for you. So make sure your cap is always up. For the next step, it's pretty easy. Literally all you do is poke a hole inside of the cap. You can use a screwdriver, and it basically is like a perfect seal for it. So as you can see, there's a very tiny hole in it now, and that hole is actually perfectly symmetrical for your fuse. And make sure when you get the fuse, you do use quite a bit of it. I am not going to, because I've done this like 3 or 4 times now, and I know the outcome of it. And it's not nearly as scary. Well, it is pretty scary, so just use as long of a fuse as you can. Make sure it at least reaches this, and it's a slow burning fuse. Never ever use a fast burning fuse. Those things are stupid. And as simple as that, you have your homemade TNT. Alright guys, and as you guys can see now, we have 2 small ones which are filled with surprises. The big one, which also is a surprise that I didn't tell you guys about, and we're going to go see what these actually do outside, and hopefully they actually make fireworks. So, hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Thank you again. Alright. Is it here? I feel like it's here. Yeah? That was insane. That one. Got the military after us. Didn't blow the gas. Alright guys, and there you go. That is how to make a homemade, basically homemade like firework. Self-propulsion firework, I should say. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, please do leave a big fat thumbs up. I will be making more videos like this very, very, very soon. And if you got any ideas, just let me know, or questions like how to do anything really. So just let me know in the comment section below. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel because I do make videos very, very often. I love you. Have a good one, and bye.